Hey, Sonder, I'm just trying to set up. I want to try to do scrapbooking for y'all, but I don't know if it's going to work out. And I couldn't really set up the camera shot until I was live. So if you'll bear with me. Hey, Jesse. Let's see if this will work. I can kind of show you, and I can read. That was another one of my concerns as to whether or not I could read y'all's comments. Let's start off with a small one. So how's everybody? Let's see. Sandra, Jesse. Love the idea of us watching you scrapbook. I'll do the best I can. I've never done this kind of setup. And look, I got a hot mess everywhere. It's okay. And y'all notice I didn't get these curtains put up. Let's see. That's my right hand. Okay, I didn't get the new curtains up yet. So this is my little book. So we'll start with that one. Jesse, I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. Does this look okay, y'all? I think so. I got like a setup over here, and I got my cart over here with my stuff. So we'll see how it goes. I'm almost done with this book. I just got this side and this side, so 2 more, and this whole book will be filled up. So we'll do one in here so I can get it done. Oh, thank you, Sonder. I said, you know, my hair looks like a busted can of biscuits, but at least I could put some lipstick on. So y'all talk to me. How y'all doing? My Christmas was okay. I got to, you know, the kid was around, so that's always nice. You know, I wish there were more people around, but what are you gonna do? You know, these are my scissors, my glue tape, and my tweezers. Hey, Erica, welcome. Angelique, you made it. Girl, quit your lying. I always look like a busted can of biscuits. All right, before everybody gets in here, look, let me show you this. This thing right here, the kid had bought it because she wanted a baking dish for the air fryer. My air fryer looks like one of those old-fashioned toaster ovens. And so she wanted to get a tray. Well, first of all, this tray was too big. And then when she got to unwrapping it, a lot of the plastic wouldn't come off. And so she had left it here because she unpacked it here. And I started putting my scrapbook stuff in there. So now when she finds my stickers and stuff on the floor, because they do end up on the floor, all she has to do is toss them in here. So when you see me grab it, it's not food. Ooh, I've had a runny nose for the last couple of days. I got a little bit of tissue over here. So look at all this now. It's just a hot mess. That's like lotion the kid had got me, and the lotion ain't even in here. The lotion's separated. Supposed to be neck cream, and I use it for my hands more than my neck. But of course I do. But anyway, it is what it is. Jesse, I'm glad you had a good Christmas. I hope everybody had a good Christmas. I really, really do. All right, let's see. I never really know what I'm going to do. I got scrapbooking on the TV. So when I glance over there at nothingness, I see the scrapbooking on. I never know what I'm going to do until I start looking at my stuff. And then I'm like, ooh, I can do that. So let me look around. Let's see what I'll do to this first one. I got all kinds of stuff, all kinds of beading. Let's see, what can we do today? Let's do a green theme, you think? This is a pack that I got, and it's got all the green stuff in here. It's got stickers and different things. So we'll start with that. Let's see what we can do with that. So now I'll be dropping a whole bunch of stuff, and then I just won't use it. I'll just move on. All right, let's see. We got choices. I love this. They call this rice paper. It's see-through. I have this one. Here's another one. I haven't had anything to use it for. And then these circles. I've used these circles a couple of times. I'm going to start with this one. Those people on when they do videos of it, they're so organized. And I'm like, I suck at being organized. Can y'all hear me okay? So we're going to start with this one. Let's see. How am I going to do it? Don't want the whole thing with it. So let's tear pieces. So y'all talk to me. What y'all been up to this week? What have y'all been doing? Now, when I scrapbook, I've learned, because I'm going to put, I'll show you. I'll put it on there, and then I'll show you what I do, because I've learned trial and error. All right. I stuck that one there, but what I do is here, I don't tape it down. Okay. I don't tape it down because I can, if I want to move the design and put something underneath, I don't have to unglue it to put something underneath. I mean, I still do sometimes, but so we'll start. I wish y'all could see it better. I'll have to work on the setup, y'all, but I'll keep showing y'all what I do. Then I'll put a little bit in the other corner, thinner this time. I've been sleeping a lot and working on my jigsaw puzzles, word finds, crossword puzzles. Hey, Mags, look at you. So good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Y'all, Mags has been with me for a long time, like Sandra and Angelique. Angelique used to be called Wicked Angel, and I always called her the channel diabetic. She didn't ask for that title, but if I always have a question, or I go to her for verification, because I don't intentionally give out false information. So I usually ask her. Sorry, Bags. All right, I put that one there. That's how we're starting. Jigsaw puzzle. I love doing jigsaw puzzles, but I've got so much scrapbooking stuff that I would have no room to do a puzzle. And I don't have a coffee table in here. We haven't had one for years because a big dog, her tail knocks everything over. And I'm so surprised they're doing so well right now. All right, I got stickers that I can use, some green stickers. It comes with the kit. And then some little papers. Let me see what I've got left. Let's see. It's all these little papers. These are stickers. I'll take them off. Those stickers. These are the little papers. I could either cut them up or put them on there like that. Got this plastic one. Y'all, I swear this is a sticker, but I can't get the backing off. So I just glue it down like it's not. Not me too. Well, I work at Levi's Stadium and preparations are chaotic ahead of Super Bowl, and that's exciting, but that's it. Oh, cool. That's cool. Levi Stadium. Is that California? I think the kid said it's in California this year. All right, we'll start on. Let's see what's this right here. Oh, here's some more, a couple of little ones. There's a couple of little ones I'll cut in half. Let's see what looks good. No, I know, Jesse. I love puzzles as well. I really do. I have never done scrapbooking, so this is all new to me. Well, I work at Levi, and I love puzzles too. And I put this one in this corner. I've been driving all week. I did drive today. Tomorrow, I have to take the dogs out to the vet. Both dogs need their nails clipped. I've been a bad dog mama. They should have gone a month ago, and I just haven't taken them. This is too big for this paper, so we're not going to do that one. So I put that one there. This is a little awkward because this is a little higher than what I do it. It's usually down here, but that's why my neck hurts a lot when I do them. Santa Clara. Okay. That's what she said. The 49ers. Now, the Not Me Tube, you know who my team is. I mean, we're on the couch already because we choked right before the playoffs, but Dallas Cowboys for life. Who's y'all's quarterback? I can't remember now. No, Angelique, I can admit it when my team sucks. I can. So far. So, y'all have any questions for me? I mean, I can't. Am I the only one that can do the talking? Well, Fluffy, that's what our live's all about. Hush. Hush. I know. All right, in here I have the cutout. Somebody asked me, Jesse, was it you about is everything stickers? And no, not everything stickers. These are cutouts. You cut them out of a book. Let me show you. And I went and they all were in here, but then I took out the people, any cutout that had a person on it or a character on it, I took it out. But they come out of books like these. This is my newest book. And if you look, those aren't stickers, but you cut them out and put glue or tape on the back and they go in a project. So when my back was hurting and I couldn't do any scrapbooking because, I have to sit up, I sat back with scissors and cut them all out. So since she's green, I will probably put her somewhere in here. But I got to get the background set up first. So we'll put her off to the side. Yes, I know who your team is. I forgive you. And I'll still let you talk to me. Hey, Debs. I love my rubber stamps. Do you have any? I do not. I have, and I can't find them right now because you're asking me about them. The kid got them for me. They're supposed to be rubber stamps, but they're stencils that you put on ink and then you stamp them, but they're not the rubber stamps. Like the rubber stamps you're talking about. Let me see if I can find. And because I'm looking for it, I won't find it. Is it in here? Yeah, I just stuck it in here. They look like this, right? But what this is a sponge, and I've got several for the ink to help me highlight sky. So, and I do a lot of sky, like the one I posted last night, so that the top wouldn't look so white. I use that to make this a little bluer to imitate sky. And you can do that. And I'll do green at the bottom, for grass and stuff to kind of blend. 9 people in here. Yay! Now, y'all let me know if this gets boring, okay? Then we'll just sit and talk, and I'll just stand there going, hi, y'all. I wish there was a light in front of me. Do I turn that light off? It'd be a whole nother video. Yeah, this one's wooden too. It's just painted pink. I want to get those waxy melt things, and that little fancy. I have no place to put it. Let me quit. Let me just quit it. I just need to stop it. I know nothing about crafts, but my mom taught art for years. Oh, how cool. How cool. Yeah, I had always wanted to do it. And in my looking for something to watch, I came across it on YouTube. And I started watching them, and then I started doing it with them. Like some of them would pick out 3 or 4 stickers, and then they would be like, this one or this one. And I'd be like, oh, I'd put that one. And most times it wouldn't be one they picked. But then that's what makes me different. But then I would like look on theirs and go, oh, no, I would put that right there. And then I'm like, Fluff, just start. And I got some things from Temu, or Temu, I think is how they pronounce it, the commercials. But now, even though I know it's Temu, it'll always be Temu to me. So, there you go. And then I got some stuff off eBay and Sheen or Shine, however you want to say it. So, yeah. And I just started doing it. I'm like, the hardest one is the first one. And I always say that about people that want to start a YouTube video. The hardest video is the first one. So, tomato, Angelique. That's true, right? Like people call them, what do they call them? Mukbangs. Mukbangs. No, it's a mukbang. That's the Koreans, they created. Right, I think that's enough out of there. Oh no, let's do some circles. I'll cut out some circles for an accent on here. Let's do that. That's what I've got so far. You know what I really suck at, y'all? Sometimes when you place a sticker like this one, you have to put some of the sticker off, and then you have to cut it off, right? And I so suck at cutting a straight line. Oh my, yeah. They're just all wavy. What are you going to do? My mother used to make weird faces when she would cut stuff out, and a couple of times I found myself doing it. So right now I'm focusing on not going. Y'all be like, Fluffy, are you okay? Yeah, fine. Debs, you would think that, but you may not be. Some people like calm and relaxing. Like, used to be, I had friends that would watch golfing. And excuse me, but that's boring. Men golfing are men in funny pants walking. That's what, but some people love watching it. So you never know. I'll subscribe. I'll watch you. Put them up there and see how it goes. I'm cutting the circles. not going to leave it square. That is Miss Sasha. She is on the couch. As soon as my daughter vacates the couch, she gets up there. And she is knocked out. At least they're not clickety-clackety walking around. But yeah, she's snoring hard. The kid's in bed. I told her, I am going to mukbang. I'm going to go live. So when she went to bed at 8, she's like, good luck. I said, thanks. Then I'm banging around trying to get ready because I had to get an extra TV tray out for the laptop. And then she walks out and she goes, Mom, what are you doing? I said, I'm setting up my live. I said, why? You're just so loud. I said, I'm sorry. She goes, no, I just want to make sure you're all right. Thank you. Y'all, it's this stuff that gets on the floor. Sometimes I'll climb into bed and there's off my big toe. I'm like, oh. Yeah, those people that do this stuff on TV, they are so organized. And I'm like, how do y'all do it? Once I start pulling stuff out, sometimes I'm tired and I don't want to put it neatly back. So I'll just shove it. It's kind of what's happening to this tub. It's that storage tub. You see it full of supplies. All right. I cut it out so that it circles. I'll put it right down this side. All right, this one's empty. I gotta get another one. And of course, it's going to be way down here. I love the new ones because the stuff just goes like real smooth. So far. I have never understood the point of golf. You whack a little ball, go find it, whack it again until it falls in the tiny little hole that they can't even see. So they put up flags to see it. I know. See, and it's supposed to be relaxing and calming, but it would drive me insane if I couldn't get that ball in that little hole. I'd be so mad. I'd be wrapping my club around a tree. Seriously, though. All right, let's see. Where's the girl? So I'm going to put her here. So what else am I going to put? What else would be cute going there? Let's see. Robin Williams had a great stand-up routine about golf. I miss Robin Williams. Me too, Mags. Me too. And you would never know he was going through some things, right? Just would never know. Got a bunch of, here's more stuff. These are orange flowers. I don't need orange flowers. Let's see what I got. Let me find my flowers one. This is where I keep most of my flowers. My packs of flowers. Yeah, see, that's good. Y'all, I got my head down a lot, so if I miss and it scrolls out of our view, type it again. I don't want to ignore anybody. I really don't. I'm not trying to ignore anybody. Y'all, I got 2 pack. Look, I'm gonna critique some of my stickers. Let me show you. because we got all night for me to do the scrapbook, unless y'all are getting impatient and want me to hurry and finish it. All right, I bought 2 packs of these without. Okay, these are fairy. These are like Disney princesses type of sticker. And I like that they're sparkly, but they're too sparkly. It's really hard to see them. You see it how sparkly it is? Oh, she's upside down. That's her dress. Okay, there she is. You see how it's hard to see that she's a Disney princess unless I tilt it? So when you put it on a project, it's really all you see is this blob of glittery. It's really hard to tell that she's a female, a princess. So I don't use them very often. Yeah. Am I out of green flowers? No. Don't mind me. I'm just looking for green flowers. Come on. I know I didn't use them. Purple. Heartbroken. I'm out of green. I am out of green flowers. Oh my God. I'm out of green roses. See, oh no, here they are. Yes. Scratch, excuse me. That's me scratching. And I'm scratching the table too. Okay. Let's do some there before we put her up there. An occasional customer of mine who still lived in San Francisco, and I worked at Safeway. How cool! It was, Mags, but when you put it in a project, it's really hard to see. Let's look how broke this book was not. This spine was not designed for that thickness, so it's breaking. Let's see if I can show you it. I think it's in this book. Yeah. All right. This is the book this is the one that has them in there. But you see, it's hard to see them. Right there. There's one of them are. And here's one of them. She's the only one for some reason you can see her. So they come out a little too sparkly. But yeah, that's one I did. So that's I'm like, I don't use them that often. I do too. Jesse. I love glittery. Thank you, Mags. Note to self: kid's gonna kill me, but I'm running out of green flowers. Now, these are what they look like. There's different ones, different sizes. So you just kind of lay them out. And like here's one that is smaller. Then you have some they have 2 of them on there. So you just kind of look at them and see where they should be placed. Dendria, hi. Almost didn't see you. Yep. I can't tell you how many of these end up on the floor, the backs of these. The kid, Mama. Sorry. Whoops. Dendria, I'm just working on a little scrapbook project while we chit chat. I hope that's all right. I'm so glad that you stopped by, Mags. And you sweet dreams, sleep well. We'll talk soon. I'm glad you caught me too. It was good to see you. Good to see you. All right, I'm going to put girl on here now, and I'll work around her. All right, that's what I have so far. Cool, Dandrea. Me too. Now, to fit on the sides, I can take a big one. Let's see if that's going to be too big. Yeah, I'll take a smaller one. Where are you at? Oh, I'm getting low. And I will cut it to fit 2 spots. Yeah, this one here. Yeah. Cut them in half. Thanks, Jesse. Thanks, Erica. Yeah, it's coming out really nice, and I haven't used that many. It's just a matter of looking at it and going, "Oh, that looks good there." So let's see. Oh! Can't believe I forgot. I got stalker story. So one day, I told y'all he followed me to the mailbox. Now, did he follow me specifically? I mean, he could have just happened to be going to get his mail when I did. I said he followed me, but he pulled up right next to me. And then the next day, I waited for him because he was already at the mailbox. And so I waited because he was in the spot that I get into. Plus, I didn't want to talk to him. And so the maintenance guys were next to me and I was chit chatting with them. And so Stalker saw me. Why is it that now all of a sudden, because I go about the same time every day to check the mail, I've been conveniently running into him? But he's not saying hi because I think he took the hit. I don't even wave at him. I just kind of pretend I don't see him. So, yeah, I've been seeing him all week at the mailbox. And today, when I came home from driving, I managed to stay out like just a little over 3 hours. That's a record for me, and my back is bothering me, but it was worth it. I met some really nice people today, but he was out in the she shed. I hear him hammering away. And I'm taking the dogs to the vet tomorrow. I told y'all in the beginning. Hi, 11 people in here. Y'all say hi. And I have to take, they both need their nails clipped. Bad dog mom. I should have taken them a month ago. They need their nails clipped. Miss Sasha needs her ear cleaned out. She has chronic issues with that particular ear. So she needs her ears cleaned. And then Miss Sheba needs to have her privates checked because, you know, dogs lick to clean themselves after they go to the bathroom, but she will be laying down and then she'll get up, turn around where her girl parts are, sniff, and sometimes lick the ground, and that's not normal. And then the other dogs seem a little bit too much focused on it. And so the kid's like, you might want to go get that checked out when you have her nails done. And I'm like, yeah. So she's going to get checked out tomorrow. So, all right. So far, that's where I put all the flowers. Let me see if I can get close up so you can kind of see. I got flowers here and then here. And I got one down there. I may put one right in here, I think. What do you think? I think I might put one right in there. See if I can find a small one. Thank you, Angelique. I'm almost using all my green ones. Let's see. Is there a small one? This is kind of small. So I will put, so they end up on the floor. The kid, Mom, you did a scrapbook last night, right? And I'm like, yeah. How could you tell? She just looked outside. How many did you find on the floor today? And, you know, I thought that they used the tweezers just for something fancy, you know, to make it look tweezers help a lot to be a little bit more precise in where you put your stickers and paper and stuff. All right, let's see. Here's half the flower. I'll pull this down. Y'all, I noticed I've really had to practice with it. That when I put some of my square frames and stuff, they're all tilted. And I'm like, is that because of my eye? Oh no, they're all kind of crooked. Are you, Erica? Cool. You can email me pictures. I would love to see pictures. All right, let's see. Let me my very first scrapbook page, I believe, is in here. Yeah. I didn't have a lot of supplies, but I was still trying to find my way. But this is my very first one I did. There goes my tape. Yes, my very first one. And then I did this one later on the same day. Yeah. I still say I'm going to have to do a flip through, y'all, but I have all those pictures, you know, of you know who, and I'm so afraid to get them off my phone. I'll be so tortured if I lose them. I don't know. All right, this one's done. Let me put these away so they all don't end up on the floor. I think I'm done. I think that's all I'm going to do to her. Y'all, did you see that one I did? Man, my brain was all over the place. You know, this looks orange in the camera, but it is the brightest pink. I promise you. It's like almost glowing. It's so pink. All right. Y'all ready? I'll do another one since we're still talking. There it is. That is the finished product. What you think? Thank you. She used to Jessie, she used to paint. She could draw. She had painted 3 pigs They were like dancing pigs, 3 of them. And I wanted to bring them. And she was just throw that shit away type of person. So they didn't make it. But there were certain things that she wanted me to throw away that I refused to throw away. I'm sorry, I have a problem. That's why Stalker's angel is still out on the porch. Because I crosses, angels, Bibles. I don't know why I can't throw them away. So she had one of her grandmother's crosses, and she was like, just throw it out. And because I had gone up there to take care of business, and I went up there by myself, and I was going through some stuff because I was packing boxes to ship here, and we came across it. I wrapped it up and shipped it, and I was here and I handed it to her. I said, you want to throw it away? You throw it away. You want it thrown away? You throw it away. I ain't throwing away your grandma's cross. Nope. So yeah, she was a just toss it type of person. She probably up there mad at me because I'm not throwing stuff away. Just throw that crap away. Don't be stupid. She does not, Erica. I've been trying to get her to do one, and she said okay when she first moved in. The other day, I said, Victoria, you really need to do one. It was my birthday, and I tried to manipulate. Yes, I did. I'll admit it, and she knew it too. And she goes, I just don't feel like I said, Victoria, it's my birthday. You got to do what I want you to do on my birthday. She's like, no, Mom, that's not how it works. I'm like, dang it. So, okay, let's see. I think I did one in here with her in it, and it came out really cute. Now watch, because I'm looking for it. I won't be able to find it. She's got a couple of journal books that she wants to start journaling, and I think that's a good idea. I think it will do her some good. So she just got another book in today. She does Temu a lot. So do I. You're like, don't tell her I got more scrapbooking stuff coming in. I don't know where I'm going to put it. I don't know where I'm going to put it. Come on. I know it's in here. Yeah, right now I ought to just do a flip through, huh? I could have swore it was in this one. She's in a frame at the bottom. I'm going to flip a few more. If I don't find it, I'm just going to keep it pushing. I mean, it's not like we got to get off the live in the next 10 minutes, but still. Yeah, I was at Fluffy's live. What did she do? She flipped through this stupid book for half an hour. She sounds boring. I guess it's not in this book. I could have swore it was in this book. What else do I need? Oh, there she is. I knew I had done one. Now, Jesse, you had asked me, do I do my own stickers? I have those printers, and I printed this on, this is just paper. Ended up being just a cutout, but I do have 2 printers. The second one will print out a sticker, but it only prints out black and white. But yeah, that's one of the ones I did with her on it. So, all right. Let's do one on here. It's getting so thick, it's hard to move these pages around without ripping it out. So I'm so glad I'm getting to the end of it. And the little baby one, not that one. Come on. I may have to lay this flat and do it like that. Yeah, I'll just do it like that. That's the one y'all saw last night. Thank you. All right. Yeah, this one I have to keep together with a scrunchie, and it's so big now. I had to cut the spine so that it would lay halfway flat. And I don't think I'm going to be able to use the rest of the pages because it's already starting to look funny. So I may not do any more in this one. So yeah, because you add paper to paper and it just gets thick. So all right, let's work on this one. What is Fluffy going to do with this one? Let me see. It takes me a while to get inspiration, y'all. So give me a minute or so. All right, just to show you what I have, because I know some of y'all were asking. These are, they call them background pages. And they're just paper. Like the one I tore. Let's see. Which one am I going to use? I did purple before. Oh, I got girls, the ladies here I can do. Okay. All right, this is background paper. Now they have some that are stickers, but though this big, but those are those fancy scrapbook sites, and they're too expensive. Yeah, they're way too expensive. Now, this is a little thicker. It's more like postcard, but most of the time it's just regular paper. Like this is, I know I've done a couple of these in my scrapbooks. You see, it's paper. And sometimes I'll cut her out. I won't use the whole page. It's just what I'm needing, what else I'll put her with. So that's really cool. So these are my choices. And this is two. Like the alchemy. Just a regular green. Which these are kind of cool because then you can put anything on top of them. These are two. Another just plain background. Now, sometimes I may just cut out the bathtub if all I'm needing is the bathtub, but then I'll save the window, the scrap of the window, because hello, it's called scrapbooking, and I might use the window in a different page, new page. These are these stickers? Yeah, these are stickers. No. No, these are cutouts. You cut them out, like that book I showed you. These are the stickers. You can kind of tell they're a little glossy that you can add. And these all have the same theme. These are the four. It's almost like you get, the school picture package, because these are four different pictures. More alchemy. Ladies. Two pages. So what is Fluff going to do? Let me see. Let me think on it. The bathtub is kind of cool. Let's see. I'm going to use this page. We're back to green, aren't we? I may cut out the jars. And then we'll start with that. And I'm going to use one of the ladies. Let me see which one. I'll find her and then make a decision. as this comes together. Well, the ladies, I know what, well, here they are. See, this is when I start getting a little, where did it go? Where did I? See, she might do well with this background because she'll pop because this is light. So I may do that. So let's start with the base and we'll get this on here. But I'm going to rip it in half at the bottom because I'm going to put alchemy down here. So I'll need, I'll put it in the middle. All right, let's do it. Now I've noticed, and if you start it, this particular paper, if I tape the paper, it will not tape. It'll just rip up this paper. Any of the other ones, it'll be fine. But this particular one, if this is porous, it almost feels like watercolor paper. Yeah, it'll tear it up. All right. Now, when I take these papers down, because this is so thin, where it's serrated, where you could tear the paper out, I make sure this paper goes over it to reinforce that so it doesn't come right off. Because I've got some that I didn't do that to and it wants to come loose. All right. We got this so far. Okay. Let's see. Hey, did you already say Fluffy? Hi, Fluffy in chat. Yeah, I get to see how you create. Good to see you. Good to see you. Same, Jesse. I think so that the edges stay sharp. Yeah, because then it builds up. Shiva, that's disturbing. Big dog, big tongue. I hear it. She's licking her paws. It's on my nerves. Vivian, hey. I remember you from Sugarland. How are you? I'm just here doing scrapbooking. I get to watch my boring behind do a. Let's see. For those of you just coming in, we all did this one together. It's the one I just got through doing, the smaller one. So we're working on another one, and I landed on a greenish theme again. Do you, Jesse? That's cool. See, I just got the little fringes that end up on the floor. All right, that's what we end up with. I'm gonna cut right the little, oh no, little edges off right here. Get down in there, because that'll show up real dark on there. I have my mouth open the whole time I'm cutting. I said I was gonna try not to get funny look. All right, cut it more out. I think we're gonna put it down here at the bottom. Whoop. Let's do that. And I won't do the top in case I have to stick something underneath there, but I'll anchor it good enough that should not go anywhere. Okay. Let's wait to cut her out. See what else we're gonna put in here. Oh, Vivian's a Mima. I'm so glad. I'm glad you're retired. Take a break from the hustle and bustle and everything, huh? This is just too shiny against here. All right, let's see. Let's do a couple of cutouts. These stickers are too bright. Okay. So let's see. I'm going to cut out some of these and put it on here. Y'all doing this on here. My scrapbooks and supplies are going to look like a hot mess. I'm going to leave my hot mess till tomorrow. Yeah, we have been together for almost an hour, 59 minutes, 17 seconds. Can you believe it? Oh my God. All right, I got this one out. That'll go right next to the other bottles. Did you see that fly? Look, you see what that is? Ah! Told you I got a low rent setup, y'all. I told you. But now I'm paranoid about it. So let's move that. Okay, there you go. I know I'm being silly. Y'all don't care. Y'all don't care. Because we're together. Hey, Lola. I just tuned into YouTube. I was paying bills, so this is a lot funner. Bay, I have to pay bills. I think one of them is due tomorrow, the next one, and I have done nothing. I know this is. Hey, Katie. This is and is it OT7? San Francisco. Look, this is the last one. I only have two more projects left in this book, and then this book is done. I enjoy doing this so much that sometimes I'll just sit here and I'll grab one of the books and I'll just flip through it and look. Some of them, like, I can't believe I did that one. And a lot of them, I remember what I was watching as, like if I'm watching a movie or something, I remember what I was watching, like these two projects. I will remember that I did them on my live. Yeah. So I think that's pretty cool. But the other one, what, 2 nights ago? Wow, I was all over the place because I had an idea in my head and it started around the gnome with the lantern. Then I started adding too much and I just couldn't stop. B, sorry, B. Sorry. You can change it twice in 14 days. Hi, Sherry. We just popped in to say hello, much love. Thank you for stopping by, Lola. Appreciate it. I think this is a sage, what I'm cutting out now. I think it's a bundle of sage because it's the alchemy. And I have a bottle by itself. I have my mouth open a lot. Have you noticed? That's what I have so far. See what else I have. I'm going to cut her out. Yes, I think I will use her. Okay. I really am enjoying it, Katie. This is all so dark. It's going to be hard to figure out how to cut her out because she's in front of some really, really dark greenery. I need to focus for a minute, yeah. Before I cut her arm off or something. Is it Farmville, Katie? And I used to be obsessed with, listen, I used to Farmville too. I used to, when I used to work at the prison and I used to play Farmville, you have to plant crops. And depending on what you planted, it took sometimes minutes and sometimes hours to grow the crops before you're ready to harvest them. And I promise you, I was on a 12-hour shift. And if you don't harvest within a certain amount of time, the whole crop dies. And so I would time my crops and I would put long crops on there so that it wouldn't go dead until I got home from work and I could harvest that. That's terrible. And I was like, Fluffy, you got a problem. You just really, really need to find something else. You need to just move on. And so I let my whole farm go under. I guess management is getting tired here of seeing people's yards a mess because they put out an email every month you're supposed to work on something. And if you're not in compliance, you get 2 warnings and then you get a fine and then you get evicted. And I try to be real careful about staying in compliance. So we just got that today. I got to go fight with the cable company. I pay $100 now, $100 and some change for cable. For who do I got for cable? I'll name some cable people. Yeah, I'm like, and the last time, oh no, ma'am, we sent you an email and I gave them the benefit of the doubt. So this time, and they just raised it like 3 months ago. So now, so now I checked my emails to see if they gave me notification that the cable would be going up, and I have found none. So before I pay it, which it's overdue, I think it was due on like the 2nd, I need to call them and say, what's up? There she is. There. There. And I think I'll stick part of her underneath the alchemy. Yeah, that's where I'll put her. So far. Hey, Gary. Usage phone companies. It's discussing how much we are paying and just not even paying the phone off. And it's $250. Need to say bye to. I was on AT&T and I was paying $120 for a month for my phone, one phone. And so my sweetheart was on Mint Mobile. And she's like, you should go to Mint Mobile. Let's take you to Mint Mobile. And I did. And I just got through paying for 1 year Mint Mobile $195 for one whole year. Yeah, I was excited. And I was on unlimited. And the guy claims, and I have to call them too, because the guy claims that I wasn't even using, I'm paying for 5Gs instead of unlimited. And he said, you're not even getting close to 4. And so I got on the plan and he said, if you will give you a notification if you go over, and I'm already over and I don't get a new thingy until the 18th. It doesn't affect my lifting, but when I'm out and about and not using the Wi-Fi here, I can't check emails or anything like that. So, but I think he said it was just going to be $50 more to go to 15 gigs for the rest of the year. It depends on when I ask to. So I may have to call him and say, okay, let me upgrade. And the guy was full of crap. And I got the notification after I filmed that last vlog. And while I was out and about, I started uploading it to YouTube. So I'd have it ready when I got home. And I think I messed up there. I could have waited till I got home. So that's my bad. I'm just cutting out things that I'm going to put on here. Yeah, it is an amazing, and I have had no problems with lifting. I've had no dead areas or anything. So T-Mobile, 2 phones. Hubby has one, 110. That's not too bad. It's $50 a month. That's not too bad. I think I'm paying what, 15 a month? No, 20 a month. No, 15 a month. It's 15 a month times 10 is 150. So yeah, cutting out butterflies. But it's the same color theme as this. Gary, you've been in my lives before, have you not? Your name sounds familiar. What you been up to? Even if you haven't, welcome. And what have you been up to? I do all the talking. Y'all chit chat a little bit. Y'all know almost everything about me. I mean, I saved some stuff, but you pretty much know everything about me. Y'all, I have fun cutting these out. When I was cutting the stuff out, we were watching the Here's Deary, the town that it started off at. There's a series, and I was cutting out all those cutouts when I couldn't do any of them because of my back. And I had such a good time. The floor looked like holy hell, y'all. But I had fun cutting them out. So it makes me cross-eyed because I'm old and I have to really focus. A lot of bugs lost their tentacles because they were too hard to cut out. So, okay, no tentacles. It was good. It what the series is good, and the new episodes are out, but she hasn't wanted to watch it just yet. So yeah, these are the butterflies I'm gonna put on there, and there's different pattern ones, but one more. And I'll glue them and show you. I think it's on, yes, it's on HBO Max. Our first wedding anniversary is early next month, so we are going to St. Augustine. I'm looking forward to having our picture taken. That's so cool, Katie. Did y'all save your topper? Did you have a cake? And did you save the topper? So I'm retired at work as a medical interpreter. I'm studying ophthalmology terms for a job tomorrow. New field for me. Cool. No, we eloped in the courthouse. Thank you for reminding me I will get one this year to keep. Cool. Okay. B, that's really interesting. Medical interpreter. Okay, let me see if I can guess. Is that where you talk to somebody about their medical condition and all the medical jargon you translate it into conversation that the patient will understand? That's what comes to my mind when you first say that. I'm probably so far off the mark. All right, here we go. I also have this little tag. It's of a lamp. See it? Oh, flabby arms, almost got that one. Oh, okay, cool. It's got to be a rewarding job to do that, B. too random. All right. I'll show you, and then I'm going to use black roses around the top. That's what I've got so far. Now, where is, there it is. Let me get all, I'm done with that packet of papers. So I want to put everything back in so I know where it is next time. Because if not, I will have a hot mess. Now I would love to put some ivy vines on here, but I think they're too bright green for this. Let me look at them and see before I decide on the roses. I used roses the last time. Let's see. There's some more supply. No, down by everywhere. No. Angelique, these black roses are pretty. Yes, Katie, they will fit, but I want to see first. Let's see. The kid bought me these. They're like purple, different types of flowers that are not roses. Those are, I've used those a couple of times. I know you've seen them. They were on that crazy one I did. All right. I also have some 4-leaf clovers. Alchemy and clovers. What do you think? No, let's try the ivy. All right, I got the ivy. That's the pictures of what's in here. Some of them, I don't want to take all of them out at one time because of what I'm working. See, one just went on the floor. These are the ivy stickers. You see them? And there's just different ones. They all look slightly different, you see? Let's see how they will, maybe. Because I keep needing to pick up this book, so I can't have them here. I can put them there. All right. See, I can't. Hang on. Oh, that's why. Okay. The whole thing's turned. That's why it won't lay flat. There we go. All right, I figured it out, y'all. All right. Here's the project. All right. What if I stuck the ivy? Now be honest. And filled it in up here. Too bright, right? I think the black roses would be better. It's just that alchemy is natural, so I'm thinking greenery in there. But I think the black roses would be better, huh? Let's see what y'all got to say. Place to get stickers. I can't find them. Find a good variety. They are expensive when I find them. How big are these roses? I think the roses might fit better. It's about as big as the green ones. So that was my first instinct, was to go with the black roses. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, y'all made up my mind. Okay. And what I do is, because it flips up, I use a clip. They use the fancy stuff that's made for them, but I've seen a couple of people use this clip. That way I can kind of get it flat and it kind of stays. All right, let me put the ivy up. feel like I wanted to one ivy. No, I won't. It's too green. B, you asked me where is a good place. I got these off Temu. Yep. This says Vine Shadow Green Language, but that's what it says. And just put in scrapbook or Vine stickers. When you put in the search bar of Temu, Temu, and Shein, Shien, has a lot of good ones. I got some of this from Shein, eBay, and some of this stuff, y'all, the kid got for me at Dollar Tree. Some of this stuff she found at Dollar Tree. Mm-hmm. But a lot of this I got off Temu and Shein. You just have to kind of really look. Some of the stuff I bought, it was smaller than I thought it would be, but somehow I managed to find a good, good use for them. So all this stuff, Temu. Some of it's from Shein. You could search scrapbook supplies. Temu, the little tweezers, the sharp nosed, and they're extra long. They're a little bit longer than your bathroom ones. This tape, you get a better bargain from Amazon. They can get a little pricey. They're about $1 a piece, but the ones off Temu, they don't stick very well. So all these roses that I got, Temu. And I know I have a few black roses. Let's see. That's dark blue. It's white. Is this empty? I think this is empty. What? Did I let myself run out of black? No, I couldn't have. All right, here's some black with a little bitty hue of silver in there. I may be able to use that. These are the huge ones, but I may cut them down. I have one other place I can look. I got stuff everywhere. I don't need the girls because I already got my lady. All right. This is a little book I got off of Temu. It's a little cheapy, but that's okay. You stick stickers in here and you can see them a lot better. Oh, these are the blue roses. I could have swore I have black roses in here. Red roses. No, but I do have, and I could mix them in. Put that right there for now. See, this is so I can look at the different ones. This is black themed stickers. Everything on here is black. And I believe there are some flowers in this group. Temu, y'all. See, these look like this. That's like a lotion bottle with some roses. See it? But I think I can get some. Here's a rose by itself. So I think I could find. This one is a table with flowers sitting on top. Angelique, if you like that other bathtub, you'll like this one. Me too, B. Because I've never ordered anything from Temu, so I'll try it. Yeah, if you look, you can get the ones that say warehouse on there because now Temu has a warehouse here in the States that they can ship faster. And I don't think they attach any extra fee like a tariff on the ones from the warehouse. Diamond painting so naturally in the deep. Miss Mona, shut up, Mona. She's been doing diamond painting and she loves it. I've always wanted to do it, but the way I am with these stickers, can you imagine me trying to keep up with all those little pieces of diamond? My kid will run me out my own house. All right, yeah, we need to discuss something serious. Okay. My weight. I was back down to 290. The lowest I got was 289. Sunday morning, I was 290. Now remember, Saturday is when I went to the all you can eat sushi again. We did that soak, which by the way, that spa was wonderful. And then we had the all you can eat sushi. I was really careful on Sunday. And by Monday, I was 296. Yeah. And I am 296 today. I got up to 297 on Tuesday. And to this morning, I was 296 even. So yeah, it really messed me up, y'all. I cannot stop eating at night. I've been trying super hard not to. I think I might do a couple of these. I got to pick the right kind to go with that scene. Otherwise, it's the other ones. This bouquet of roses. But yeah, I'm just, oh my God, it's horrible. It's just awful. This is a jar with roses. I can use it. And then there's a black house, but that is not going to look good. Okay. So that one is the only one I could really use. The rest of them I cannot. So we'll have to go with the other ones, but this one I can put on there. Let's put that back. There. Into the pan. No, I don't really like that sticker. I want this there. I want this in its place right there. Now, sometimes what I do, and it's my own trick, and I haven't told anybody about that. Sometimes, like with those bugs that you've seen on there, if the cutout piece has too many little fringes, this tape will rip the antennas off the bugs or the butterflies and stuff. So I use the old-fashioned kids glue stick. Now, I did find somebody, one of the scrapbookers, full disclosure, use it. And I thought, oh my God, that's such a good idea. What I will do, if these are too shiny, like if it's just this one sticker and all this is muted, it's like a matte finish. Well, this one's going to stick out like a sore thumb. So what I do is I rub a little this on there. It's almost like Mod Podge. It'll make it not shiny and it'll blend better. I'm going to not do that until I get the roses on there because the roses are shiny and that might balance it out. We shall see. Yeah, this is where I have a hard time. Those women do it. There we go. Remember, that was the jar. Did I show you? And since the rest of the jars, because of the alchemy, I think that would look really cute. Right here, where the other thing was. Try to go underneath. So let's lift this up a little bit. See, that's why I left that thing loose, but I didn't do that to this one. Under. Yeah, I don't want to waste you because you're right. Got sticky behind you. Which really don't look good anywhere. I'm gonna leave it off for now. I may not use it. I may have to just use it for something else. I don't like it. Dropped it. I knew I would. Down, let go. All right. See, there's these. Note to self, y'all. Remind me. Green roses, black roses. See, these are more with the beige on them. You can see that there, right? Whereas these that I had, and I think I kept this number 1 so I could have the number in the back, but for 2, I could always cut that rose off, those roses off, and use it for something else. Look, the thing I didn't want to use is stuck to me now. Let's put it down here. All right, these are huge, but if I cut them in half, they'll fit. See how big they are? But I'll cut them in half, and they'll be okay here. I may have to move the butterflies around though. That's okay. All right, we can put that here. These go here. Scissors. Yeah, we've been on for an hour and 37 minutes. A lot of insect stencils and dies for cutting out shapes. I love insects in art designs. Katie snacking at night. I was doing so good until that first time I cheated. That's why when somebody asks me my opinion about cheating, everybody's different. Some people can do a cheat day and just leave it alone. That was the water bottle. I'm telling you, I'm gonna have a hot mess when I go to bed. I try to get in as much water as I can. I don't always. All right. Thank you, Angelique. I'm counting. Yeah, night eating is terrible. Time to move the butterfly. Remember I told you I had a feeling I was going to have to move. Now, if it looks cute, you can overlap some of the stickers. Sometimes it does look cute. Sometimes half the butterfly at the top, and then you cut off the part that's hanging over. It still looks cute. It's just all trial and error. It's just your what you're envisioning as your art piece. God, these roses are huge, y'all. This one in half. Looks a little bit more purpley, but the girl's kind of got a hue of purple on her. Nobody is counting, Fluffy. You're okay. It's not like you're going to bed. No. Yeah, I know, Angelique. I know what you meant. No, 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 no. To the edge, fly. And this is where the tweezers really come in handy. So, Pete, if you're wanting to get into this, please get you some scissors. I mean, tweezers. Well, scissors too, but I'm going to do with the other edge. But so far, this is what I've got. And I got to stare at it a minute to see if I'm done. Yeah, I'm going to have to mute that black with the roses. I need to put some of that on there. It's a little too flashy. All right, but I got to go down the side. I'm going to go down the side. Yeah, look, I got to grab her. I'm going to. See how it's just a tiny bit more muted? It's not as shiny. And then when it dries, it'll be a little bit better. I need to put something here. What am I going to put there? It's too close to the edge for these. No, I guess I could put 2 more sets. Let's find a small one. For me, it's my back. My back can't handle bending over sometimes. That's why sometimes things stay on the ground until the kid decides that she should probably pick them up. I don't really have. Oh, here's a smaller one. All right, let's use that one. Then I think that'll be it. Let me put these up. No, this one. It's hot in here. Why is it hot in here? AC is on 73. My feet usually freeze. All right. I'm not used to that butterfly. The flower's covering the girl's basket too much, so I'm moving it. I'm reversing them, lifting up the lady. Now I need a trim. All slipping up. Because this is still the old one, y'all. Remember I did a haul And I bought a new book. I haven't even touched those yet. All right. All right. I think I'm done with this one. All right. Y'all ready to see it? Be honest. Let me know what you think. Man, let me clean this up or this stuff will end up on the floor. I'm having it all stuck to my toes. How many of y'all walk around barefoot? Smash started walking around with no shoes. She always wears shoes. And then how can you not wear shoes? I'm like, I hate shoes. And then after a while, no shoes for her either. Well, a lot of the times, but sometimes she did. I'm not good at this. Showing. Did we lose Gary? I think we lost Gary. Thanks, y'all. I should do one more. I should do that one, but I don't know. I should do this last one, y'all. I should. Y'all can watch me do the last one. I don't know. Right, B? Yeah, I like her. It came out nice. I should do one. I should do this last one. What am I going to do? Let me reorganize stuff and then I'll decide. Let me put some of this stuff up so that I don't get it mixed up. Let's see. I accidentally got two of these. I already did one with her, I believe. I got two of her. And then that's the Christmas sticker book. I got these. I did roses already. Yeah, these are just different types of roses. Okay. I got the forest ones. I haven't done one of these in a while. Let's see, I used a tree. on a different one. He's part of the tree, but I still have him. Thank you. Isn't he the cutest? Tree of Life. I've done one of these already before. All Temu or Shein, y'all. Now these are kind of harder to do because, you know, it's already so fancy. It's hard to add stuff to it. Like this one. It's kind of hard. I could add a little fairy girl to it. Maybe some lamps if I have it. So sometimes it's better in parts. Like you can use this side where, you know, the forest you could add to something. These are hard to do. Probably why I still have them. This giraffe is too flipping cute. Let's see. And then I think y'all have seen a couple of these. But it's more like an unpackaging, an unboxing. I just want to kind of show B that you can get cute things from Temu and Shein. I like these because it's got the writing on it. And so if I cut her out to use her, I can keep this corner if I don't use it on the project that she's in because it's got little writing on it and I could put it in the corner of one of my pages. So you never really want to throw too much of your scraps away. Now this one I'd probably cut the fountain out. She's pretty. Oh, she's nice. I may use her soon. See, I might do her and then cut out the hat and put it in the corner somewhere around her. So, but I keep them in the plastic to keep them together. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. See, 2 more people are in here. Thank you for all the thumbs up, y'all, the likes. I appreciate it a lot. Almost 2 hours, y'all. Shouldn't we wrap this up? Not even bored yet. Right in here. We can look at these. This is a brand new pack. I just got it last week sometime, and I already used one in one of the projects. I know I posted it. Do you not want to come out? Is that what we're doing here? Okay. Go this way so maybe I can halfway see y'all. This really makes me want to get out all my card making supplies and start scrap. You should be trying to get to spend this year, and that's good. Some of this stuff comes from Dollar Tree, $1.25. A lot of this stuff Before I go into this one, let's see. Okay. I know I did a page. Listen, this is wallpaper. This is a wall border, $1.25 that she got that I used. It came with 2 sheets and I cut it out and I built it to make it look like a tropical scene. Where did my book go? Yeah. Where did it go? What I just did. Tell me. Oh, it's black against the dark brown. Let me show you. And you just have to get creative because it was only $1.25. And I did it on this one. So I remember going long. Let me see if I can find it. That was my camera. Somebody's driving by. So you just have to, and the kid picked that up for me. Here it is. All those are, is this. Notice the plants are the same. All I did was cut sections out and then stack it to where it looks like it's a tall tree. And then I just added, these are the bubble flowers. She also got them at Dollar Tree. And then I put some bugs, like here's a turtle right here and a frog. And then the dragonflies at the top, I added to it. And and that's $1.25. So that's what I'm talking about. You just have to, if it's a sticker, you could use it. And she got that for me, 2 sheets for $1.25. She bought, and I know you've seen this one in my projects. This, look, wallpaper squares. And she got it from Dollar Tree, and I've only used part of it. I think this is the second sheet, or maybe it was one big sheet. And I've used it on several projects, and I keep the scraps because I can add bits and pieces to my project. This one you've seen in one of my projects. Oh, see? Peel and stick wallpaper. Dollar Tree. I've used the crap out of this one. Has birds and stuff that I've used. So yeah. See, I have this one I've used on several of them, just cutting them out and using it. So you can get super creative with stuff. That's just wallpaper. Thank you. I don't know what a Sizzix is, but it sounds fun. All right, let's finish up this. You get duplicates of some of them. This is a pretty one. She's got her arm like using a mushroom as an armrest. These are getting dry from all the paper. She looks sad. So yeah, Timu. This one's called, it's called Nothing. 36 sheets, and I paid like $2. They know I'm cheap, so when I go on Timu and I look up, they send me the $1 and $2 pages. $5 too much. You know what? I may not do another page. Let's do a flip through. Do y'all mind doing a flip through? Let's do a flip through of some of the ones that I've done. I don't know whether, I think I've showed you all of these, but we'll start with this one because it's got the least, but I need to stretch. I need to stretch my leg. Okay, hang on. Let's see if I can do this without breaking a leg or something. Because instead of it being a pants or no pants day, is it a bra or a no bra day? Y'all know I'm hiding behind this. Y'all, I noticed this. Look at that. I noticed that in my picture when I went on my birthday. It can get expensive, so after I finish the huge canvas I'm working on, I'll give scrapbooking a try. I don't want to flood my office with too many projects. Oh, B, I understand. I understand. All right, here we go. The very first one that I did, this one here, and I'm just saying it because I'm giving B some ideas. This here, she was by herself, and I put her in that frame. This is a puffy frame, and it's got stuff inside, and you can't see it, but yeah, it's got like glitter and stuff inside in the little window. Let me put it close, maybe you can see it. But you see this little shiny corner, right? You see it? Those are, the stripes are blue. Y'all, she found, this is nail art. It's the tape that you put on fingernails. That's why it's so thin. And she thought, Mom, it's tape. You could probably use that. And I did. But that little piece right there, that's part of this one. It was a scrap that I cut off. So that's why you always want to keep them, because you never know. Okay, this is the next one. These are frames that I bought, and this is other paper that went underneath it. And that is a sticker, but how you get that is you only cut out that part of the sticker that's the body, and then you bend it so it stays 3D. You don't take the whole sticker, the backing off the sticker. Now, I must admit, I stole that from somebody. I saw it, and I said, oh, I'm going to try it. And I did it. So, I'm going to give people credit. I'm having stuff move around. I think my sweetheart's here. What you mad about? Do I need to go to bed? Those backgrounds, this is 2 backgrounds. I cut this one out more detail, and stuck the two together. She's got a little bead on her neck. You see it? You're going to see it that way. You can kind of see it sticking up to make it 3D. That right there, the kid, again, Dollar Tree. These. They're beads, and you'll see in some of the projects, they're little colored hearts in there that I just glue on. Yep. She got them found them at Dollar Tree. This is the next one. You remember that bear I showed you and I told you I used the tree? That's the tree. I used it for this one. Again, this is that poofy, it's a poofy sticker. The kid got a package. There were like 8 or 10 of them on the paper. Dollar Tree. Me too, Jesse. I have washi tape B. It's a bunch of it over here. I cut her out, and then these were 2 more sheets that had the item in the middle, kind of like that bathtub one, and I blended it with her. Here's the next one. This is one big sticker right here. So that was the center of my attention, and then I just built the page around it. I have a whole pack of different trees. My steampunk, y'all, I love steampunk. Love me some steampunk. These were a bunch of different stickers. These are my steampunk bugs. These are this is sticker, this is cut out, she's cut out sticker, and this is a cut out, except for the gears are the stickers. The rest are just cutouts. I love doing these, the little squares, because you have to be real creative to put them all together so they blend. And I put some of the butterflies on there, and then plant. I could have put a lady right here, but I decided not to. Sometimes you'll put like a lady on there, a figure, to bring it all in, but you don't have to. Thank you. I just kind of looked at it, and I don't know, the ones that, I guess because of the videos they do, they have to plat it in their head what they're going to do. Me, I think I'll be green today, or I'll look at one of the pieces and I'm like, ooh, I'll use that, and I'll make a scrapbook page from that. That right there is one big one, and I stuck it on first, and then I built everything on top. This one was fun. I actually got these flower stickers and this jar one from the TikTok shop. It was a whole pack of them for like $6. And that's this one here. That's the pack that I got. And it has, and so what I had to do was I took the sticker off the back, because this is one big sticker. And then I had to imagine it backwards and stick those on there to make it look like it's in the jar. And then I stuck the whole thing on there. That, no, that's a regular sticker. I was Finalidio. And then I have some more of those, the square ones to kind of build it up. But I got that one, and this one comes with 380 pieces of stickers, and it's just different colored flowers, packs of different colored flowers, and then a whole pack of those jars. Some are round, some have string on them, and that's what that is. So I got a real, and these are the packs that I buy because you can get a whole lot. Like that green set that I was showing you, that's a pack, and some of them come with a book. And that little book that's on this one, that came as part of a pack. Sometimes it's cheaper that way to buy the scrapbook pack. The jar's cool, isn't it? This is a real simple one. The fireworks. These are doves, and they came to me white, and I colored them. And see how I did the background kind of blue? What did he say? Timmy, yes. Now remember, this came off the TikTok shop though, but most of this Dollar Tree so far and Temu. See the little bunny? And you got one in here too, through the window. This is one of my favorites. Victorian looking style. Bunch of, stickers to fill in. Now this one, I have 2 books of it. I bought a second book by accident. That is, where you at? Because I'm looking for you. You're not going to come to me, are you? Yeah, here it is. I've got 2 of them. That's this book. Temu or Shein, one of them. They usually compete with the same prices. And that's this book. Oh, see, I've never opened this one up before because I'm working on the other one, but I can take it off. It's okay. And you just have the different pages. And you just have to use your imagination to blend them. You get 2 of every page. Yeah, so they're really cool. See, this is one. No, there it is. And I've got 2 of these, and I bought the second one by accident. I'm like, dang it. And then I'll start straightening it out, and I'll be like, oh, I forgot I had that. Let me do a scrapbook page for it. Here's the next one. And see, what you do is if you want like this sticker right here, you cut it off at the edge. But if you'll notice, and if you don't tell anybody, the part that I cut off here, I stuck right there. And it blends because the colors match. And then this one, I did from another scrapbook. I cut it off and I couldn't use it anywhere. So I kept it in the pan. And then when I did this one, I'm like, ooh, that other little piece will fit right there. And then that's the little pearl that I showed you the little box of. And then there's just two more. This one, I think I did this one last night. Y'all remember I put it on. These flowers are on this roll. And you just cut them out as you need them. And this particular one has dragonflies and butterflies like you see on here. You just cut them out and stick them on there. And then this is the one we did together, y'all. Hey, 14 people in here. Y'all speak up and say hi. Even if you're a silent viewer, just put up a wave emoji. And then, of course, I always got to put stickers on there. So I'm still working on that one. All right. Which one do we want to do next, y'all? Let's see. Do you want to do this? This is a big one, but it's not. This one has the most. So we'll do this one. Do we want to do another one? Sandra, are you still in here? Or did you slip away? Did you pull a Mona and leave without saying goodbye? Sandra? It's tore up, y'all. Okay. Have a little story. The little thingy finally broke off, but you know how, because this is a journal book, it's not a scrapbooking book, but you can use any book. It has a string that uses a bookmark. Well, this one's a little wackadoo because the very first one I did it upside down. And I didn't realize that it was upside down until I realized that the string was at the bottom and it should be on top. So I flipped it and started right. But this is the first double one. This was big because it's 2 sheets. And this is the first one that I did. And it was the little pack. This was 4 or 5 of these pages that I had to somehow blend together. And then with a bunch of stickers. Give y'all a second to look around. There's a dog in there. I don't know, a dog or a cat, but I don't know if you can find it. Thank you, Katie. Thank you, Angelique. I love the insects too, Angelique. The insects are steampunk. Do you see where the dog is? Let me find the dog. Or is it a cat? No, it's a dog. Did y'all find the dog? Okay. Tell me when y'all give up. It's kind of like, where's Waldo, huh? Okay, Angelique. The dog's right there. At the top of the stairs. What I should have done and what I learned, and I learned from them, and I do it sometimes, but when I did this one, I didn't know, is if you take the sticker and you put it on a sheet of white paper, cut it out and then hand glue it, then it pops more. And I didn't know that. That's why he's kind of blending too much. And then I like the chick with the backpack because she fits right into this particular scene. All right, so then I went, oh my God, the string's down here. The string should be up here. So this is the correct way. Angelique will catch up. You see who that is? Look, I'm using, this is a towel that I'm using as a cover. Thank you, Katie. This is the next one. You're going to love this one, Katie. I know you will. This is like a little lake river scene. I like the ant is looking in the mirror at himself. So then I put a little mushroom house in there. My favorite, the raccoon. I always called my sweetheart my raccoon because she always seemed to have circles under her eyes. All the little animals hiding. Is the ant adorable? Yeah, I love the ant. And then there's a fairy right there. I put a fairy in there. Here's the next one. Bee, you still with me? There she is. I want a for real raccoon, Bee. I want to feed it scrambled eggs. My sweetheart was terrified of raccoons. She lived in New York and they climb fire escapes. They climb up and you could be on the fifth or sixth floor and they'll come in your kitchen. So she always poo-pooed a raccoon. Okay, Katie. Here's the next one. See if I can get closer so you can get a better look. Yeah, it's a lot of pink. Now, some of these gothic ones, my niece really liked. I like them too. She would, wouldn't she? Remind me when she gets back, I'll go back and show her. Because some of these, yeah, she's going to hate she missed them. I know you see this dog. I put him in front of the window. Here's the next one. And if you look, I open it so much I'm breaking the window, but I cut it. I cut the sticker so that the window opens. This is the blue jean. It's a pack that I had. I don't think I showed you. I think I left it in here. I don't know where it is now, but it was a whole pack of blue jean. These the giant black and green flowers. This one has dark blue. Just just a guy sticker. Katie, you're funny. Are you talking about this guy? Oh my God, you're making me laugh. You're gonna make me wake up the kid. Katie. It's okay, Jesse. I'm just doing flip throughs of my books. This is the Harry Potter one. Most of this came in a pack like I showed you with the pink and stuff, or the mushroom ladies. This is Harry Potter. And then some of these stickers are from the sticker book, the Book of Curiosities. That's where that guy came from. This is my Harry Potter one. Thank you, Katie. Thank you, Erica. I have so much fun with these, y'all. So much fun. This one. Now these ones right here, they just come with silver, but sometimes, kind of like this one, it's part of that one. And if I put it behind a black background so that it can be seen better, so it wouldn't get lost. Oh, Angelique, Katie wanted me to show you this one because she knew you'd love it. Hang on. Okay, Jesse. I got you, Angelique. See this? Katie wanted me to show it to you. And so we're on this one. You know, this lipstick's on my nerves. It's starting to feel old. I'm gonna go. The kid got them for me for Christmas. I don't know where she got them, but it's like, look, ooh, look at my hair. It's like rhinestones. This is the colorful one, and then I've got the all silver one. I really like them. You know, I love headbands. I can't believe I can wear this one. Usually, after a while, it gives me a headache. It presses into my brain with my fat head. All right. Here's the one I kind of showed when I was telling y'all about those fairies that are too glittery. I'll give you a closer look. This one, y'all really have to look. That's why the backgrounds are so busy. It's hard to add. A bunch of fairies in there. Next one. Now, see, sometimes I like the crazy of this, the whimsy of this, but then I like sleek, smooth lines, and you'll see what I mean. This is one of my favorites. I have a book with just a lot of plant stickers. The kid liked this one because she liked all the plants. Oh, I imagine I love those jigsaw puzzles. Thank you, Jesse. Yeah, it is one of my favorites, Katie. Nice, smooth, clean lines. I can't believe I got them on halfway straight. Oh, did we show Angelique that? Let's see if what you, the one that scared you, I went. Let me see if she notices. I'll mark where we're at. All right, Angelique, you ready? Listen, I used to wear makeup like that in the 80s, in the 70s. The guy scared the crap out of Katie. All right, here's the next one. Here's the black roses. That's the ones I was looking for. More black than the silver. Then I've got another one of the ones like I used tonight. Her sorting hat. This is also a favorite of mine. I used a lot of rose stickers, little rose stickers. You'll see. I went ape shit over that. I was watching Jumanji when I did this one. The newer one, the first one with the rock. Yeah. I was watching Jumanji. I told you I remember sometimes. Yeah, it took me a while to do it, but I had fun. I thought I was going to run out of roses. All right, this one's real pretty. It's also one of my favorites. This is, you see it? The kid got them for me. Dollar Tree. This is a solid. I've used this several times. This is also 3D. That's also from Dollar Tree. Actually, I didn't hear nothing. All right, these are these are the family ones. The first one that uh, I did of me of of my family, and this one is also bordered in roses, but pink roses, and I took my time with it. Uh, yeah, okay. I get emotional when I see this one, and you'll see why. Can y'all read that text? The bottom is my mother and my sister. That's a 3D frame. That's me and my mom, and that's my mom. That's my sister. Ooh, falling apart. She, my older sister, she passed away during lockdown. She had an emergency, and because of all the ice, not lockdown, it was when Texas froze for a week, and she lived outside of town on the edge of town, and because of the ice, the paramedics couldn't get to her in time, so she's gone. But yeah, that's all little roses, individual roses that I put as frames. Thank you, Katie. No, why, Jesse? Could y'all read what that said? That's the text she sent me. Yeah. This is the where it's falling apart. This is all one project, but it's split. And so it's really tearing up. I don't even want to show you, but I'm going to because maybe you can see how beautiful it was. See how it's coming apart because the spine just can't handle it. You've seen what in a post? Oh, you've seen the picture of she and I. Yeah, that's the one that I put in the post that I was able to print. Yeah, that picture. I miss her a lot. All right, this is one of my nephews and my niece-in-law and their baby. This is my sister's youngest out of four. And he loves that his wife collects cactuses. They're always outside, their babies outside a lot. And so I did their family one with the outdoors in mind. Okay. You've seen what the kid looks like. This is her and her hubby's page. And I don't take it out of here because it's got my nephew on one side, and I believe my sister's next. No, it's my niece and her wife in the next one. So I don't take it out, but I'm going to cover his stupid face. And they had this thing calling each other Team Bun Bun. And so that's why I found the bunny. This was part of that where you saw the giraffe and that's the pack. There she is. And her with her doggies. Remember Miss Molly Tamale? And that's little man right there. And then her newest Miss Nina. Just so you couldn't have seen this one. I did not show this one. I promise you I didn't show this one. Because at that time, uh, the kid hadn't given me permission to show her face. She really is Angelique. I mean, I couldn't deny her if I wanted to. Not that I want to, but you know what I mean. Yeah, it's like her father had no say whatsoever. Uh, this next one is of my niece and her wife, and my niece has a son, and they have a little farm out there. They've got goats and chickens. They now have a donkey, an aged donkey. Uh, and so that's why their theme was plants and stuff because they got a huge garden. And so that's why their theme. And she also likes to collect cactuses. So theirs is more farm like. One with my nephew on it. Oh, you've seen this one? Huh. Interesting. Okay. I don't remember where I would have put it. Hmm. And then before I could get to my sister's, I did this one last time we saw. I don't remember, y'all. I really don't within this brain. All right, this is the next one that I did. Pretty Witch in her, oh, see, it's falling apart in her witch house. This one is of my little sister. Yes, I was a middle child, Capricorn. Uh, my sister loves hummingbird. She's got a half a dozen to 8 hummingbird feeders where she lives. And so this one was done. Her husband loves to go deer hunting, so that's why there's a deer over here. But that was, and all their grandbabies. That was Easter. And my mama and her. I don't even know where the pack of hummingbirds are because I got 50 of them and I bought the pack and that was off of Amazon. And I bought the pack. It was like $8, but I wanted her to have hummingbirds on hers. So that's why there's all kinds of hummingbirds on hers. I think that's everybody. It's not everybody in the family, but the ones that I did of. I like this one also. That's a B. That was a steampunk. It was from my steampunk book. I loved it too. That's why we get along, Angelique. Oh wow, how cool, B. Yeah, she loves hummingbirds. I had a feeder one time. She bumped into the pole and it was toast. So I gave up. I just gave up. Okay, so I have no excuse why this one's upside down. I just started doing it upside down, and then when I got done, I realized it was upside down. This one's really simple. I did it real quick, but I liked the layout. I wanted to try something new. So we're going to turn it around so you can see it. Okay. So now this is broke all the way off. So we're going to put it over here because it's on my nerves. This book falling apart is really killing my pages. Not pretty. This next one's really nice. I was watching a murder documentary when I was watching this one, and you won't believe that I was watching a murder documentary when yeah. Thank you. I like it too. This one's real pretty. It's more of a wintry scene. Look, you're killing me. Yeah, B, it's a cute little room. Are y'all bored yet? Yeah, we're almost 3 hours. I've got to get to bed soon. I should have taken my sleeping aid at 10 o'clock, but I knew if I did, y'all be watching me sleep. This one's a cute one. Real simple, but I love it. Those are cute one, right? I like this one. It was really nice and clean, and I liked it. This is another part of the blue jean pack. The the dragonflies, y'all. That's part. I don't know where it is, or I'd pull it out and show you. It's part of the wallpaper border, the one that I showed you of the tropical. That's what that is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is, Angelique. I will like this one. That's this big dragonfly. That's also wall border. That was right here. Yeah, I don't know where it is right now. We go from soft dragonfly and then the steampunk flower into the steampunk dragonfly and the steampunk girl. Isn't that cool? Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. I got 13 folks in here. Don't be shy. Y'all can say hi. You can say hi. I'm just showing my scrapbook page for some of y'all just coming in. If you're bored, you can jump back out. I'm sorry. I'm just so proud of my stuff. We did 2 scrapbook pages since we've been in here. This one's cute too. I just love all of them. I love them. Isn't that a cute one? That's the bigger version of that other one you saw with that I posted. Remember, there's one. It's the yeah, I posted it last night, I believe. This is the bigger version of that. Look at the frog. Isn't it cute? Okay. Are you saving this live? Deleting it just like the last. I missed some of the beginning and went to rewatch. For reasons I can't discuss, it took a lot for me to reveal who my sweetheart was. Uh, there are some things off of YouTube that are, I don't know how to put it, concerning. And I try to be real careful because in that live, I shared a lot of personal photos. I took a deep breath when I posted the picture in the posts in the community tab, but it's mostly my loyals that go there. Uh, So I just have to be careful, but I only showed the one. So, you know, a couple of times. So I think I'll be okay. So I will probably leave this up. I'll probably leave this one up. But I took that other live down because I showed some pictures. So that's all I can tell you. But I'll leave this one up. I think I'll be okay. All right, here's the next one. I really like this one. Did I show the last one? Hang on. Yeah, you saw that one. There's that fairy that's extra glittery, and I put her over a white piece of paper so she would show a little bit more, so it's a little bit better. It's okay, Katie. I'll leave it up. I'll leave it up. There's only two little pictures, and I didn't show it for very long. So we're good. Yeah, this one's nice and soft. I love the teacup house for the little fairies. This one's pretty. Shades of white and grays. It's very pretty. This one, Angelique, shut up. Oh, y'all are going to love this one. I love this one. This one was really fun to do. Murder, She Wrote. Está loca. Here we go. Ready for this one? This one is like the Mad Hatter, Alice in Wonderland. Wait till you see it. I'll leave it up for a minute so y'all can see everything. I'll give you a little closer look. Yeah, that one came out really nice. I have some more Alice in Wonderlandish types in a pack. I just don't know where they are. Oh, here they are. That was the dragonflies. It's just wallpaper border. It was right over here in this tub. This is another cool one. They're very steampunky. Isn't that cool? I love the lamp. And then the steampunk kids. I love it. The kid loves this one. This one is, yeah, this green construction paper is really thick, so I had a hard time keeping it down, and I can tell that it's fighting me right here. But she likes this one because it's like a tile that I split up. She got that from Dollar Tree. And this is the reading. She got it at Dollar Tree. It was like a pack of 8. This one I love. I got this idea of the frames from someone else. They did it, and I thought it was really cool. I got this as a freebie. It was the only time that I ever ordered from those expensive uh, scrapbooking sites because they were having this massive sale. It was like 60% off, and I got a free gift of textured material. And that's what's in these 2 frames you'll see. And this was the one that I told you was the wallpaper that I used on here, and you'll see it on this side. And one of them on this side. Okay, I'll get a close-up of one of the, you see it? The kid really liked this one. It's all that background here that I used. That, see the bird? See the bird? Yeah, she looks like Elsa, doesn't she? What did you say what the other one looked like? Oh, I'd smack you for murder, she wrote. This is the Christmas one. I think I shared this one with y'all. Maybe the last few I shared with y'all, but this was a Christmas one. I think I put that on the community tab. She's cute. And she had, it was a full page, but I cut her out to make her more pronounced so I could put some of this on there, not just a square piece, because I'd already kind of done that here, but I cut her shoulders out. I cut part of the page out as well. It's just whatever you feel like is going to look best on your page. I know, Angelique, I'm not really mad. It was actually quite humorous. Thank you, Jesse. Yeah, I like the Christmas ones. This one's nice. The kid helped me with this one. She picked the lady here. She liked the contrast in the colors, and so I used her. The rest of it's the whole thing's gorgeous, I think. She's on a swing. That actually came from, do I have it in here? I don't. Yeah. That most of that background came from these. I'm doing this so B can see, and anybody else that thinks they want to get into it. You just have to think outside the box. 11 people still here? Y'all aren't telling me whether you like my stuff. Gonna be more juvenile. Can you heart it if you like it? You don't have to say anything. That's these. Can you see it? See? Pretty backgrounds. You know, I would more than likely cut that out. Those angel wings, aren't they pretty? If I had a pink lady, I would put her right here. I'd cover this part to make her look like those wings were hers. Now listen, I said go to Temu for your addiction, okay? Don't be buying any expensive stuff. Let's see, that's originally, you see that umbrella? That's the page. But I cut it out to go here. Same umbrella. I cut it out so it fit in here. And I think I left one flower because that feels like all one. But I cut it out so I didn't use the whole page. Does that make sense? Okay. My God, this is a mess. The kid's going to wake up and go, Mom, what the hell did you do? The hell did you do with this live? Well, first of all, I was live for 3 hours. And 12 people are still hanging in there. All right, here's the next one. This is real pretty. The background is bricks. Again, this was from the kid, and it is wallpaper. I think I probably shared that one already. I think these last ones y'all have seen. Now, I've still got one more of that one. I know y'all have seen it. Let me do this. I got one more of the little girl in here. Here she is. I just don't know where I'm going to put her yet. I haven't decided. I think you've seen these last ones. Yeah, you've seen that one. Also a Christmas one. I made this one watching a movie. It was such a stupid movie. And it was about we were colonizing another planet. And they decided they knew how to 3D print a person. And the movie was about this person getting reprinted 18 times. They were doing tests on him. The atmosphere outside the planet, how long would it take to kill someone, or a new vaccine. And so it was the stupidest movie, but I kept watching it because it was a cool movie. I love B-rated movies. Anyway, I told you when I do these, I kind of remember. And so that's what I was watching when I did this one. And these pages, like I cut the star out of one of the pages, and then some of these have extra bulbs on them because I cut it out from the pages. So now these right here, because I want to be honest with you, I'm going to show you those were not cheap. I got those from Amazon. And the bugs, the steampunk flowers, the steampunk bugs, some of the steampunk girls came from that book. That book was $12.99, but you got a bunch. I still have so many bugs left over. You get a bunch of cutouts from that book. But I don't want to lie to you. And I just remember that's from that book. But honestly, most of this is Timu. And that's it. That was the last one that I did on that one. I think so. Yeah, showed you the upside down one. So it's 3 hours, y'all. 3 hours, 13 minutes. So yeah, the background's really cool. It was the Christmas theme is what I got out of it. So is it here? Oh, that was the blue jean one I was looking for earlier. Okay, let me show you those books, B. All right, this is the one I was showing y'all earlier. I got this one off of Amazon. This was $8, but there was a bunch of cutouts. The girl on the swing, she came from here. And what's really cool is, like, this is the cutout. You see, I've already cut out, but on the back of them, if you didn't like the whole page and you didn't think you could use them, you've got pattern on the back. But I'd rather have the cutouts. So these you just cut out and you stick on there. You've got different things. Like one of my favorite ones is her. I've got a bigger one of her. Her gown is musical notes. So I don't know what to do with her. There's a bigger one here, a bigger version. See right there. Where'd you go? Where'd she go? She left me. Oh, here it is. There, and look, a little kitty cat. Oh. Little kitty cat with one has glasses. One has glasses. I did one. It looks just like the kid. So this is you in cat form. Looks like stamps. So you get a lot. Here's a bunch of little ladies with umbrellas. So yeah, this book was $8.99. Let's see, what are these? The alchemy one. Okay, it goes back in here. Trying to keep it together, y'all. This book came from Timu. This was $3, maybe $4. Timu or Sheen. These are really cute. One of these books, it's got to be in the small one. No, I haven't done the black page yet. But these are the cutesy little stickers. I've used a lot of these. So these are actual stickers. And then this one is just houses. I haven't used a lot of these, but some of these houses you saw. The cozy corner. There's different ones. And this was like $12. This one was a little expensive, but I was determined I wanted it. So I got it. See, little corners and stuff. And they have houses in the sky, like a path to the sky. I like them too. See, these ones that go from the sky. Those are cool. That looks wicked. That would be cool. What's hard is cutting all that out. I would cut it and round it off. And then I just put it against a white background so it would blend better, not against something dark. To me, that looks kind of weird. And this one was all the steampunk stuff. It's the one I cut all the bugs out where that cactus was. The only thing left in this book is her. But remember, I got that ginormous sketchbook by accident. I could use this one in. All the bugs and stuff were cut out. And then her. She's cute too. But I haven't gotten to everything else is cut out of this one. All those bugs and everything came from that. And then this one is where all my fairies came from. All that's left. Y'all, she is so pretty. I don't know where I'm going to use her either. She's really special. Look at her. Yeah, then I have him. I have a smaller version in the pan. That's where those cute little curly-haired girls came from. This is from this book. And these are the guy, like medical. I don't know what I'll use them for. I have to get real creative to use him. So yeah, these books were $13, 12, $13. But you get so many, 60 pages, and there's a bunch of them on there. So it was worth it to me because I'm still using them. And I've been doing this for how long, I told y'all? So, and I got my eye on some more, but I'm like, Fluffy, don't do it. You got bills due. I'll put that away later. Thank you, Jesse. So I'll do another flip through. Which one did I? How many did I do? I did the small one and then I did the big one. So we're not doing it because we're 3 hours. We still have this one to do and this one to do, and we'll get to it. Yeah, we have these two left to go through. So, and I don't think, because I'm gonna tell you how much I've used this one and how thick each page can get. This one used to be this one, same book. See, same book. It's a different color, but same book. And look, and I still have that to go. Yeah, and I don't think I'll be able to use all, unless I tear the book apart. I could do that. I could do that. So thank you, Angelique. I've been wanting, this is one of those pages of the smaller one that I was telling you that had that thing on the back. Yes. And you can see I've used some. So I just need to make sure that it stays straight. Let me slip it in there. That was really fun, but we're at 3 hours, 21 minutes. It is 12:16. Unfortunately, I am going to call it a night. I've got to take out Big Dog soon. I need to take my sleeping aid. I'll sleep in a little later. Not too much later because the dogs let me know they need to go OUT, but I'm not driving tomorrow because I got to take the dogs to the vet, like I said. So I want to thank everyone. We're down to 8. They must know I'm saying goodnight. Thank you, everybody who showed up. My silent viewers, you know I love you too. Watching is enough. I appreciate the support. For those of y'all that engaged in conversation, thank you very much as well. I love y'all, and y'all sleep well too. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.